Hello YouTubers, this is Pam and I finished my Manduka moth enclosure. Pretty sure I'm done. I currently have probably 11 hornworms that I allowed to grow full tilt, and then they started to get the line down their back, and then they've been in chrysalis mode now in stages for the last week and a half, I'd say 2 weeks. So they're going to be emerging at some point in the next few weeks. So let me show you what I did yesterday. This is my Manduka moth enclosure, and like I said, you can, sorry about the sound. You know, I hate it when you're trying to listen to someone and you can't hear really well, or they're talking too loud. I'm getting used to using my ear pods, and like I said, bear with me. I will get it figured out eventually. But anyway, getting back to the unit, here's what I ended up doing. I moved the ledges that are just basically pole tubes, okay? I just cut them and wash them, and they're going to lay eggs all over this. I just know it. They're going to be drawn to the color, and this is my hanging feeder. Now, you can use any kind of a hummingbird feeder, but I take the when you take your dog to the vet, you know, the bandage that you can get anywhere. It's a stretchy bandage. I like using that everywhere. It's a bright color, pink, and I lined it so that they will have a better grip and they can hang on here and then roll their proboscis and drink out of the nectar. It's empty right now, but to show you, that's about the size of it. There's my hand. You don't need anything fancy. I think I spent a couple of bucks on that at Lowe's, or I think it was Lowe's. I basically then took this wiring. You can get this in any garden department. It can withstand a little bit of the heat from above, but it will also, it's pretty strong. Again, everything I put in my enclosure is by design, and it's all from trial and error. You don't want anything too close to the lights that it's going to catch on fire, and you don't want to burn your moths, but they need heat, and they like different, I use like a dark light at night, so they're drawn to it, but it also keeps them a little bit warm. Now up here, this side is a plant light I got from Amazon. You can get plant lights anywhere because I have live plants in here, so I want to keep them going. The plants that I chose were basically plants that can handle sort of like mid lighting. They don't require strong lighting, so I think they're going to do really well. Again, this is just a fruit tower that we had on the kitchen, in the kitchen corner, that I thought took up too much space, and that I thought, you know what, they like to land on things and sit there for a while. So you can get creative. Just make sure it's all safe and it's not going to hurt them and it's not toxic, and you can get really, really creative. Now, what I did this time is I took I bought some extra screen on a roll from Walmart, and I just cut a section. Okay, so let me see if you can see this. I cut a section of the nylon, or the screening, as if you were going to re-screen a window, and I washed it, of course, and then I cut 3 little holes in it, and I put these little hooks so I can take it off if I want to. My goal is, if they lay a bunch of eggs on this extra screen that's just kind of hanging there on hooks, then all I have to do is unhook this and take it over onto my kitchen counter and slowly kind of very carefully pluck the little eggs that will be everywhere. I did one on this side of the enclosure, and then I did one in the back. It also prevents too much of the flying nectar from going outside the enclosure and getting onto my floor, which of course ants love nectar. So I'm doing everything I can this time to avoid certain issues I had last year. I'll probably put another one over here. So there it is. It's just an empty, or it was just an empty 4x2x2 that you can purchase anywhere. You can also, like I said, do a smaller version of your own using one of these. Okay, so this is made for butterflies, and why not? If you want to create your own, they're not hard to do. Just think about it. You just need screening and then some kind of a frame. You can build it. Just find things that you can frame with screen and make it tall enough, and they will fly around in there. I find that when they're able to fly, they lay a lot more eggs, and the percentage of those eggs that will eventually turn into hornworms it's just in your favor. Now, don't be disappointed if the rhythm is off and you have some that arrive early and you don't have any of them mating. You're gonna have a lot of eggs you're gonna gather, and guess what? Some of those eggs just aren't even gonna make it. So, and I'm gonna get into what to do with the eggs when you pull them out of your Manduka moth enclosure. So I guess the key is have as many moths going as you can, and then just keep plucking those eggs and putting them in the next enclosure or small unit for them to develop into hornworms. Once you get a rhythm, trust me, you're going to save so much money, and all of your reptiles are going to thank you for it, because the hornworm is absolutely one of the most nutritious things you can give, from your bearded dragon to your veiled chameleon to frogs, toads, turtles, you name it. So if you can get this down to a science like I have finally been able to, you're going to save so much money. And quite frankly, it's a lot of fun to watch them flying around, knowing that you took it from an egg, tiny egg, all the way through the entire life cycle. It's just a good feeling. Maybe I'm weird, but it's a good feeling. So I'm going to help you every step of the way. I'm going to try to start answering questions that people are leaving. And like I said, I've only been on YouTube for about a year and some change. So bear with me, but we will get there together. And again, if you have any questions, just hang in there. I will get back to you, and keep watching, because you can do this. And you can do it on your own scale. You don't have to breed, that many, but you just need a few. So again, this is Pam. Hit the thumbs up button, please. And I'd love for you to subscribe. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Remember, God is amazing. Bye.